When a man shows up at the Peterson doorstep and says he knew their son who died in combat, of course they're going to invite him into their lives. But at what cost? And that's the premise behind the new film, The Guest. Take a look. Please welcome the director of The Guest, Adam Wingard, the writer, Simon Barrett, and the star, Mr. Dan Stevens.
Yay, we're so glad you guys are here.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we had an opportunity to see the movie last night, and it is it's kind of like a dark comedy because we'd be laughing.
It was weird.
And then the next scene, there was like music you find in The Shining.
And then the next thing, you're like stabbing this guy in the chest.
I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Where did
Except
this come
for when
from?
Dan takes his shirt off.
Except that part, I was like, oh my god.
There was something about a towel strategically. It was all good.
So
It was as low as was legal.
well, let's start with the writer, Simon. Tell us, like, how did this come about?
Well, you know, we just we made You're Next, and then we kind of had the opportunity after that to do whatever we wanted, and we decided, you know, it was the first time that we could ever not just have to work within one genre. We could try to work within every genre.
Right.
And that was kind of the, you know, the inception of the idea, and then so I wrote the script fairly quickly, and then Dan fortunately liked it, you know.
Now, I have to ask, did he really know Caleb in combat?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I you know, without spoiling anything, I think he's being quite sincere for most of the film.
I couldn't tell. Was
I
wanted to believe him, but I wasn't
That
quite.
was what was so scary.
It's intentionally vague,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
but, yeah.
I want to know how you mastered the accent because we heard you at the question and answer and you have this dreamy little British accent, but in the movie,
How'd you know I'm not just putting that
you
out?
have,
You might be in there.
that's what she said, and you have this accent in real life, but you had somewhat of a Southern accent
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
movie
little
last
Kentucky. You know, we wanted to give him
How long
a
did
bit
it
of,
take you to
bit of
master
Southern
that?
charm. I had a few weeks just sort of listening to various source materials. I had a friend who is actually from Kentucky who I had read the Gettysburg Address just to get all the vowels and sounds right.
wow.
But also, you know, kind of processing that accent through a military dialect. I think, you know, most people who go through the military have their native accents kind of modified a bit. So we wanted to give him slightly mysterious origins, but also, you know, root him vaguely in Kentucky somewhere.
Now, Adam, I want to know what it was like working with Dan because he does this thing where he had this totally hot little smirk, and he'd go from like total hot smirk, but with really subtle
Sinister.
Well, that was my only
moves
direction.
became-
Is that it was like more hot
was your
smirk.
idea.
Can you
than
show us?
smirking.
Can you show us how?
Wait,
Hold on. I need a close up. Can you show us the hot, sexy smirk to the evil, scary guy?
Oh, it's the eye. It's not It's the eye. I saw something in those eyes.
These days?
What's it like working with an actor who gets it?
Well, I mean, it's great. You know, I like working with people who are never just immediately satisfied with themselves, and Dan likes to explore the scene and do as many takes as we have the time to do it. You know, and that's how I like to work too. So.
Dan, okay, so we fell in love with you as Matthew Crawley.
Yes.
We're all still kind of
still
mad.
heartbroken that Matthew has left us.
Whoa, wait. I'm halfway through season 2. Wait.
You were
Spoiler alert.
Wait. I thought you were just like on break.
Okay, so I had a hard time letting you be this evil guy that I wanted you to be our sweet Matthew still, and you were this
Look at that guy.
sinister, scary, evil. And here's what's weird, because I love you so much as Matthew, I had this weird little wanting you to not die, and I wanted you to maybe be okay in the end, because I still liked you over there.
I know. Well, that was kind of the game that we wanted to play. I mean, I love movies where you sit and the filmmakers go, okay, we're going to take you for a ride now. We're going to play with you. We're going to make you ask some questions, and kind of the hero-villain thing goes out the window, really. You sort of, we wanted to stretch your sympathies for this character as far as we possibly could, and you know, there's, as I said, the Southern charm is one thing that gets him through the door, but you know, you really want to sort of take it through the movie and see, you know, how much you can go along with this guy, you know.
Now, Simon, I've always thought people who can kind of come up with these characters and storylines What's a nice way for me to say this? Might be a little off. I mean, this takes some creativity.
How did you create?
Where did these characters come from in that head of
disturbing
yours?
characters?
That's why I'm wearing a necktie. So I can kind of fit in a little bit.
You're doing okay, Simon.
I wish I had a good answer to that. I just kind of lock myself in my apartment and don't leave for like 6 weeks or so, and at the end I have a screenplay. It's just a lot of fun though to write a character like Dan's in the film, because any situation you put him in is automatically interesting because you don't really know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
And when I write it, I don't really know what he's going to do. I just kind of write the scene and see where it goes.
I love it.
Adam was so impressed. 31 years old, and you're so accomplished already as a director. Just well done. Well done.
Well, I remember growing up, I was really into filmmakers like Robert Rodriguez, who had his big break at 23, and I remember, like, in high school being like, I got to do something before 23, and I remember I was like 23, and I was like making a movie, and I was like, I guess this will have to do,
Awesome.
Well, we have to
Well,
ask
thank
you real
you.
quick, what's next?
What is next? What have we got? We've got Walk Among the Tombstones, which is a dark thriller with Liam Neeson coming up. And then Christmas, we have Night at the Museum, playing Sir
And
Lancelot.
you're in there.
I am.
So
Big,
did you meet
big,
Robin
silly.
Williams?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
It was
so
amazing.
did you hear that he worked with Robin Williams,
Yeah,
you
there's
guys?
a lot
That's a big
of
deal.
amazing comic heroes in that movie. It's
Very
incredible.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to Texas, and specifically
you.
welcome to Dallas.
You gotta
We're
get some
so glad-
Thank you very
barbecue.
much. We're
So
off to
glad
get
y'all were
barbecue
here
right
today.
now.
Sweet.
Thank you. All right. The Guest opens in theaters nationwide next Wednesday. For tickets and showtimes, just head to thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links. All right, up next, we have some very special guests in the studio who are going to teach us a thing or two about our brains. We'll show you how when we come back.